Good Monday morning, Foggers. I hope everybody had a good Mother's Day weekend. A lot of first responder mothers out there. I know they had to work, and I know that's pretty difficult on a day like that to have to be working, but we're grateful for your service. And I know the fire department does a good job of either doing stuff at the firehouse for the guys that have to work and their families can come in there. And that's important to always have that time with your spouse, significant other, and your family, right? So I hope the weekend was good. I hope the alcohol consumption wasn't too much. I hope everybody remembers where they were and what they were doing, and that it was a positive time for all of our first responder mothers out there, right? So just a brief thing today is getting ready. You know, it's Monday. We're going to buckle up and get ready for the week. One key component we haven't talked about in getting better is our rest, right? Sleep. I get a lot of overnight DMs, right? Messages or texts, whatever, usually from around the same people, and that's great. I love them. They're always welcome. But, you know, I worry about you guys, right? I'm the advocate for you guys, so I just want to make sure that we're trying to sleep as much as we can at night, right? And that we're resting well. That is super important. I know that the homicide guys and girls out there, people that have weird schedules, I remember getting called out myself in the middle of the night. You have to make time. I know sometimes we're waiting for search warrants to get signed, or we're on surveillances or whatever. But when you have time to safely do so, getting shut-eye and resting is extremely important. Hormonally, all the stuff that goes in our body, our endocrine system, and again, I'm no expert, but you know, we over caffeinate to compensate for long hours, and that is detrimental to our health. So we need to be resting. The other thing that comes to mind is sometimes these same people who are up overnight, they're sending videos, okay? And I've talked about this a long time ago. The videos, you know, of officer involved shootings. The other day, this poor lady in New York that got lassoed like cattle and dragged between a car and sexually assaulted. I have news channels. I have plenty of channels on my cable, and I don't like watching that. It's not good for my soul. It's not good for your soul. We've already seen all that shit. I don't want to see it, right? And again, I'm not criticizing anybody, and you send me whatever you want, but I go through stuff, and if it's not good for me, I'm not going to watch it. And I highly suggest that you do the same thing. As my son has grown older, he's 15 now, but as he's been growing older, you know, everybody has curiosity. Even rookies that were on my squads had curiosity, and that's different because we have a job to do and we're supposed to get there and do it. But you know, when you see these videos and now everybody's got a camera and there's security ring cameras and everything is caught on video, I don't think it's healthy that we deal with that at work, and then on our time off when we're at home, and even sometimes around our family, that we're watching that stuff, okay? I think that's a no-no. I know that I don't want to do it. You're in charge of your life, but I highly suggest that you leave that alone. You need some time to decompress, okay? So enough being said about that. Watch what you're watching. The other thing is, in connection with that, when you get off of work, what is your routine, right? What is your habit? Do you get out of work and you got to pick up the baby at daycare? Is it from hectic to hectic? And then we wonder why we're losing our shit. You have to create, like I've told you, create your world and create some sort of a decompression time, even if it's brief, okay? To gather your thoughts, to be still, to get your respiration, your heartbeat and everything down, and to be able to take off that mask that we talk about, right? From first responder and counselor and hero and chaplain and all that stuff, and take that mask and transition to mother, father, significant other when you come home. You need some time there. You know, if you remember the old movies before, Superman would get in the phone booth and come out as Superman. Same thing. We need some time to be able to transition. I highly suggest, if possible, when you get off your shift, that you go to the gym, that you are able to exercise and get your endorphins going and get all that shit and that funk out of your body, okay? And that goes for the nurse, the doctor, the firefighter, everybody. You know, if you come out of a stressful environment at work, and again, that is your stress, nobody can diminish your stress or trauma that you have. But if you come out of a stressful environment and jump into another fast-paced, stressful environment, and I know it as a father, I remember doing that when my son was little, you know, there's gonna come a point where you're not gonna be able to handle your stuff and you need some decompression time. You need some alone time, briefly. You don't need hours and hours, but you need to have some time set apart in your day for you. If it can be every day, every other day, but you need some time. There's 24 hours in a day and you need to make some time. If you gotta wake up earlier, have a cup of coffee, sit on the couch with the house dark, whatever it may be, gather your thoughts, allow yourself to plan, right? Your plan of attack for the day, and also be ready when the challenges come, right? A lot of things happen, you have to adapt and improvise, but it is important for you to be able to transition from your position as a first responder or nurse, doctor, whoever you are, and transition back into parenthood, right? Or significant other, or whatever it may be in your situation. And that is very important because, again, we don't want to get caught with the superhero first responder mask helping little Johnny with his homework and losing your shit because you're still, you know, telling people what to do at work. It is extremely important for you to have some time to transition, okay? So on this Monday, that's my message, okay? Buckle up. You have the week ahead if you have a normal schedule, whatever that may be, Monday through Friday. You have to be careful what you're putting not only in your body, hydrating and good wholesome food, okay? And doing some sort of exercise, and watch what you're putting in your brain and feeding your soul with these videos. We don't need to see that shit, okay? That old phrase, curiosity killed the cat. We don't need to see it. You'll see it at work when you're doing your job in your profession, okay? So be careful what you're doing. Try to create some time. Change your habits. Like I told you once before, I heard somebody once say, even the way that you drive to work, just changing that up is a little bit of change in your habit, all right, in your routine. We don't want to be so much animals of creature. We need to create our safe space, transition our mask, okay, and go home being the person that you're supposed to be, not angry, dealing with your stuff so you're a better significant other, mother, or father, okay? With that, happy Monday. I hope that this is helping you guys. I'm grateful for all the comments that everybody sent me this week. So buckle up and have a great week. If God allows me to, I'll be here tomorrow, okay? God bless you and create that zone for you guys, all right? 3 a.m. Fog.